Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
The Ravens at 10-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And down for the way. And he'll record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for a great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulder.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally put it into the return until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Cup. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Jackson from the shotgun. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw in this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're select.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, 28 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stack with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it in.
This is the wrong idea. I think they didn't get the tight end involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Fielded at the 20. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field. and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Ready for this?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. Fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. On first down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they